T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
Two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, lovely people. Welcome back to another live match reaction. Liverpool 4, Fulham 3. 3 points. Title race still on for now. 4 worldie goals. Also, I say 3.5 worldie because they gave one to Leno. Hell of a game. Were there negatives today? Yes. Are we going to speak about them today? No, we're going to try not to. It might crop up during the player ratings, etc. But on the whole, we're going to try and focus on the positives. We're going to listen to what you guys say. When we win, you don't really want to hear the negatives. You want to hear it on a different day. So we're going to try and honor that today. As always, though, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. Before we get started, I just want to collect some flowers. So first and foremost, yeah, a couple of you saying is Cal going to be shameless today. What the F did you guys think? Just a couple of flowers I want to collect. So I said start Endo. He didn't start, but we saw the contribution. So flowers for that one, if possible, please. I said a certain someone in midfield because he's now sponsored by Adidas, wears Predators and is built like one. So if I could get some flowers for Trent in midfield. Also, Joey G at right back. That seemed to work pretty well when he came on. Flowers for that too, please. What else? What else? What else is there? What else is there? What else is there? 4-2-3-1 seemed to be pretty good. You know, Gakpo came on, went into 4-2-3-1. Seemed to start playing well when that happened. Can I get some flowers for that as well, please? Drift, how you doing, bro? Do you want any flowers for anything, Drift?
Rolling down the street, smoking Endo, sipping on
goals and juice,
sipping on Fulham tears, laid back.
With my DM on my mind.
Yes, big up Endo.
Excellent finish. Excellent finish. And a very good performance from him when he came on as well. Very good performance when he came on. So, look, I'm not gonna complain too much. But Drift, your thoughts on the game? Obviously, we didn't do a watch long, didn't watch the game together. Big up Matt, couldn't do the show today. What are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, sir, Bob. I thought the game, it was a crazy game, bro. Because what was mad about that game for me is that we was in absolute control up until they got their first goal. Then the game swung for a little while into the momentum of them being really in the game. Then we got control back again. Then we let it go again. And it was like a real seesaw kind of thing. And the funny thing is, their goals were against the run of play as well, pretty much. I'm not saying they didn't take their goals well, because they did, but their goals were kind of against the run of play. So it was a little bit of a.
I don't think the third goal was. I think the third goal I could see coming. The third goal was we could see coming. I think it was the first two were maybe a little against the run of play, not the third one. Third one was there for everyone to see. That was just
no, but I think the reason you felt like that was based on the fact that the game, you know, like in football, sometimes you can see if you've had some chances, if you've been on top but you haven't taken your chances, you start thinking, oh, here we go. This is going to be one of them ones where the other team do like a counter attack or something, and then all of a sudden you're losing the game you shouldn't have lost.
For me, you know, Drift, I felt that goal was coming, like, because they were just growing into the game. Marco Silva was making some good substitutions, good tactical changes as well. So I could see the goal coming from a mile off, if I'm going to be honest, bro.
I mean, fair enough. I was more worried the goal was going to happen rather than the goal was actually going to happen, because like I said, like I just explained, like when you're playing well or when you're getting chances and you're not taking them, you start thinking, all right, this is going to be one of them. Somehow they managed to find a way to score a goal kind of thing. So that's how I felt about that. I think Fulham were good in the game, especially the fact that they came to Anfield and they had some very good spells. Marco Silva is a very good manager, in my opinion. So he knows how to do like tactical changes and stuff. I just think overall it would have been a travesty for Liverpool to have not won the game just based on the overall control and that I think we were the better team. But football doesn't work like that, does it? So that's why it could have ended up being a madness.
I'll be honest, Drift. I'm happy with the win. I actually think a draw would have been a fair result. I couldn't sit here. If we drew that game, I don't think we could sit here and be like, oh, we've been hard done by today. Like, Fulham
not hard done by,
well.
but I don't think, I think we still edged it. If you told me to put a percentage on it, I would still put like 55-45 or 60-40 kind of thing. Like, it wasn't a 50-50 game. We were definitely the better team.
I wouldn't say it's a 50-50 game in terms of like possession and stuff, but I mean, Fulham did what they executed their game plan. Remember, sometimes the game plan isn't to have the ball and do nice stuff with it. Sometimes the game plan is to stifle the opposition, win the ball back in certain areas, and then break on them. I think a draw would have been fair, bro. Again, over the moon with the win. I don't think a draw would have been an unfair result on Fulham, though. And do you know what? On Fulham, we don't usually do this, but I mean, Fulham had some real good plays today. I thought Harry Wilson had a good game. Robinson at left back, I thought was immense today. I thought it was absolutely immense today. Leno, I thought was decent. Bassi, I thought had a good game up against Nunez. Tete was good in some parts. I think he kept Diaz pretty quiet for the most part. Pereira, I thought, had a good game, and I thought Jimenez was a bit of an outlet for them. I think Fulham played really well, bro. I got to be honest.
Yeah, they did play well. They did play well. They definitely played well, but they're an inferior team to us, so they're playing well. Is that you can see during the game they're having their moments. I still think Liverpool overall were better. Like I said, even if there's only 10-15% in it, which obviously isn't an overwhelming amount, I still think Liverpool were the best team. But Fulham played well. They did play well in a draw. I couldn't have been annoyed at a draw. 100%. I agree with that. I couldn't have been annoyed with a draw. I just think we were slightly the better team today. So
no, that's fair. That's fair. Paulinho, again, another player who obviously we're no stranger to. Again, I thought had a really good game.
Yeah, he did. Hopefully Klopp was watching, because
that's not going to make a difference, bro.
No, but you never know.
Yeah, I doubt it. We spoke about this briefly before we started the show. Has there been a game whereby Liverpool have scored so many top-class goals in one game?
Nah, not that I can remember. I know other people have got better memories than me, so maybe someone can remind me, but 3 of the 4 goals were outstanding goals. And the 4th goal was still a good goal. So, like, yeah, I'm not sure, not in one game. I don't know. Like, I cannot believe that the Trent free kick is going down as an own goal.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, I know they don't count the crossbar as on target, but I'm sorry, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it's that should have been given to Trent. I don't think he's going to lose much sleep over it purely for the fact that he got the winner. But yeah, just if we're nitpicking, I don't get that. I don't get it at all. I think it's a really poor shout. That I know it came off the goalkeeper, but it came off the crossbar first. We actually don't know where it would have gone had it coming off the crossbar. So it's a very weird one. Why that happened. Before we continue with the Fulham game, though, have you seen we've been drawn against Arsenal in the FA Cup third round?
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah, so that's a bit of news. Liverpool drew Arsenal, and it's at the Emirates.
Oh, that makes sense. Why Lee put in the group Arsenal through to the next round of the FA Cup. Condolences. And I was thinking, what's he talking about? But I was busy, so I didn't really pay attention. Yeah. So he just thinks they're gonna smack us up in the FA Cup. Oh, okay, fair enough.
I mean, it could happen. It could happen. It depends. A lot depends on what happens between then and now. A lot depends. But back to the Fulham.
I mean, we know Liverpool always get harder games than most when it comes to. I mean, third rounder, we've already got a hard game. This happens a lot. Carabao, FA, we never really get that many easy games in these cups. We always seem to have to play like Premier League opposition, even if it's not necessarily a big team. It's never like a championship team or a first division team, is it?
No. Can I ask?
Who's Man City got? Macclesfield at home. Oh my God, Huddersfield! I was actually being stupid. Have they actually got Huddersfield at home? Oh my God! Oh man, flipping now. Cal, you still there? I've lost Cal. I really thought I was really ramping when I just said that. Unbelievable. They've actually got Huddersfield. What is going on? United have got Wigan. Flipping no. Oh man. Let me hit up a couple of these supers while Cal figures out what's going on. Big up Sean each and every time. Says big up Team Kopish. It's my birthday, just out for the game. Going to get it on big time now. Drop the beat, please. Big up your damn self, bro. Happy birthday. One of our biggest supporters. So I hope you have a blessed day today, bro. Love, man. Big up. Let me make sure there's the celebration for you, bro. Happy birthday, Sean. Dale, not just any right back. He's the right back GOAT. Come on, everybody knows, man. Trent's he's a whole different caliber, man. We all know that. A whole different caliber. Matt Bickerzette says, Endo Defense League has been telling y'all. Big up.
I came back on the screen and saw EDO and I was thinking, is it beef?
Yeah, we're taking that word back as well.
Yeah, I was thinking, what, is it beef? Like,
Kloppinho says Sobo is not that good, man. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna speak on that. I disagree, Kloppinho, but I understand why you said that.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well then. We'll big up everyone. We'll get round to everyone else's supers. Big up everyone. But yeah, go on then. You might as well.
On the Szoboszlai,
should we just do the player ratings from now then? Should we get into the player ratings?
Yeah, we can do. On the Szoboszlai is being held back by tactics. The tactics are not suiting Szoboszlai in the slightest right now.
I think there's a combination of a few things. I think Szoboszlai definitely has to take some responsibility as well, because his personal decision making and overall play has dropped a lot from when he first came. So I think that's also down to him as well. I don't think it can just all be put on other scenarios.
90% is tactics. When Trent lost the ball today, it was Szoboszlai running back into the right back area.
No, but Szoboszlai was doing that even when he was playing well.
And that's the problem.
That's why I'm saying the tactics haven't changed much.
He shouldn't be doing that as often as he's doing it. That's the problem. The tactics is the problem. 90% tactics, 10% him.
I don't know. I think a lot more is on him than that, but
absolutely not, bro. The tactics are ruining him. He's playing
as a wing back. Poor passing and giving the ball away and stuff like that can't be down to tactics, bro.
Yeah, but that's going to happen when you have a midfielder whose first thought is to go forward. Like, you will make mistakes. it's frustrating, but you will see it. Trent made a hell of a lot of mistakes today in terms of his passing, but he still had a good game. But like Szoboszlai is being stifled by the tactics are absolutely killing him. They're killing him.
I think you're being way too generous to say that it's not on him in terms of like, you know, a lot of this like poor decision making and poor passing and stuff. Like he's always had the energy, but yeah, I can't. It's pretty much the same tactics as when he was back playing well at the beginning of the season. So
it's not the same, bro.
I don't. We haven't really changed tactics much in the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Okay, we have. Yeah. But yeah, let's do player ratings. It's going to be an interesting player ratings, actually. Very intrigued to see how people speak about this. So, Kelleher.
Unfortunately, my boy Keller, I got to go with a 4 today. I thought he was one of our worst players. Yeah, I think he was one of our. I think his presence was unsettling the back four. I think the first goal, as much as it wasn't his fault, Alisson saves that.
Wait, stop there. You just said something that I knew was going to come up. Alisson's the best goalkeeper in the world. So we cannot judge Kelleher against Alisson.
No, I'm not. I was just making a point. I was just making a point.
No, you did drift.
No. I'm just making a point.
Judging based on him, bro. Don't, because Alisson's going to save a lot of chances that a lot of goalkeepers won't save. So to say, oh, Alisson would have saved that is not fair.
No, but I'm just putting, that's just a cherry on top. I still think he should have saved it.
Well, the first one.
Yeah, the first, like his foot got to it. It was just, he wasn't quick enough with his reaction to actually get the purchase to save it. And then the second goal was terrible goalkeeping. Like, that was actually terrible goalkeeping. So for me, I'm not like, and I think even though he did make 1 or 2 good saves today, overall he was just very unsettling for the back four, in my opinion. I think a lot of our nerves came from him not having a good game. So yeah, I know he's a brilliant goalkeeper, and I have no doubt he'll get better, but he was not good today. He wasn't. I've got to go 4 for Kelleher today.
I think 4 is harsh. I'd have gone 5. I think 4 is harsh.
Passing was the only thing he did well today, but he's a goalkeeper and we let him 3 goals. I can't just only look at passing.
But if that's the case, then we'll get to that, because I mean, we say he made the defense nervy. I'd argue the midfield made the defense nervy.
Nah, I think yeah. Anyway,
great from a defensive standpoint today, bro.
I think McAllister had a good game defensively. I mean, we'll get to that, but they were just, Fulham had moments. Fulham never battered us and we were all over the place. They just had moments. I don't think the midfield defended that poorly today. There were just a few moments.
That's why we had to change it, Drift.
No, we changed it to give ourselves more offensive thingy because we was kind of not really creating enough, considering we was chasing the game.
3-2 down, and then we changed it to 4-2-3-1, and we went on to win the game.
Yeah, that's what I said. We changed it because we were chasing the game. We didn't change it because we were letting in goals or we were looking bad defensively. We changed it to chase the game. So I don't think midfield had anything to do. I'm not saying they were brilliant, but they weren't crap or like it was them why the defense was being nervy. I think the defense take a bit of responsibility themselves, and I think Kelleher not having a good game was part of it as well.
Okay, I'll put him at 4. I think it's harsh. I personally don't think anyone was a 4 today. I don't think there's one player on that pitch that was a 4 today, personally. Right back. I mean, all right, so Trent was right back, did the invert, and then went into midfield. So how would you judge? I'm not going to judge him based on being a right back. How would you judge Trent today? Overall.
The only thing that I was annoyed at that
was brilliant.
The only thing that I was angry at Trent about was his role in the first goal, where he was the covering centre-back because him and Matip swapped, and I don't think he did anywhere near enough to get to the player, to get to Wilson before he let the shot off for the goal. So I was very disappointed in Trent for that. But at the same time, the fact that obviously he's not a natural centre-back, can I give him a little bit of leeway? Outside of that, I thought Trent was brilliant today. And the fact that his 2 goals were so, like, you know, the opening goal and then the winning goal, plus some of his passing today was just majestic. So I'm gonna go 10 for Trent today. I think that defensive performance is the only thing that stops him getting an Alcantara for me. I think if he wasn't involved in the odd defensive lapse in concentration, I think I'd be able to give him an Alcantara today. But I can't ignore that as he is a defender. But outside of that,
if you're giving him a 10, you are kind of ignoring it though, bro.
No, because I would have given him an Alcantara if it wasn't for that. Because I thought that was just an absolutely amazing performance.
For me, I'm going to go a 9 for Trent for the pure fact of a couple of the defensive things. It's a couple of times where he was on the ball and he misplaced his passing, and I saw him jogging, looking up in the air, frustrated with himself instead of turning around and running back. That frustrated me, but he was excellent today, like absolutely excellent. I don't think, again, in the same way, I don't think anyone was a 4. I don't think anyone was a 10 either.
Fair enough. I mean, so, I think if you thought I was nitpicking with the goalkeeper, I think that's being a bit nitpicky as well. But
he was playing right back for the majority of the game, so we have to talk about his defensive work. Like,
no, I'm talking about where you said that you could see him like being disappointed in himself rather than getting back. I'm like, that's being a bit nitpicky, but fair enough.
Not being nitpicky, but if you misplace a pass, you can't just stop. You got to try and win the ball back or get back in position, like.
Yeah, I know, but it is natural instinct to be like, fuck, man, and like have like a response to something you've done wrong, kind of thing. But fair enough.
All right, so we settle at 9.5. Matip.
I don't really think Matip did anything wrong today. I'm trying to think. 8 for Matip.
I would have gone 8. I thought he was very good today.
Yeah, I can't think of anything he did wrong. Yeah, 8 for Matip.
I think Matip's going about his business really well, and dare I say it, Virgil seems to be most comfortable when he's playing with Matip as well.
I think Matip just brings that calming presence.
Can I say something though, Drew?
Yeah, go.
See, when you said Kelleher's got to get a certain rating because we conceded 3 goals, why have we not kept that same energy for the defense?
Because I think that Kelleher was at fault for 2 of the goals, whereas, like, for example, Matip, I don't think Matip was necessarily at fault. Like, I can't think of something he actually did wrong that made him at fault for a goal. And Trent's overall contribution to the game was so spectacular that I can't just be constantly angry at something he might have played a role in that went wrong when he did so much right.
I mean, Kelleher did make a couple of good saves as well, which isn't being spoken about.
But that's what saved him from being a 2, bro. Because if he hadn't made those couple of saves, then he would have been an almost non-existent passenger today. I thought Kelleher was really bad today. I'm just being honest.
Fair enough. I don't think he was great by any. I'd have given him a 5, so it's not a massively different score to you. I don't think he or anyone was poor today, personally. But Virgil.
Did Matip give the ball away for their goal? A couple of people are saying Matip gave the ball away for their goal. Oh, yes, he did. It was a poor pass.
Yeah, that's
yes,
why he did. As opposed to higher.
It was a poor pass. Oh, I might have to give him a 7.5. I forgot his poor pass was part of the goal. Yeah, 7.5 actually. I forgot about that. I did forget about that.
So we're bumping him down, yeah?
I mean, it's an average, isn't it? So if you're going 8 and I'm going 7.5, 8 or 7.5 either way, innit? Like, it is what it. I'm not fussed, but I forgot it was a poor pass he gave away for the goal.
Virgil, I'm going 8.5 for Virgil today.
Yeah, the only thing I struggled with was trying to see if Virgil laid any blame for their 3rd goal. It's massively Simicas's fault, but I'm thinking. But when the ball is in the center of when the ball is dinked in the 6-yard box to the back of the 6-yard box, you're still kind of thinking, where is your left-sided centre back? If you get what I mean.
No, because he's occupied. He had someone. He was marking someone, bro. He's occupied.
No, he wasn't, bro. He was on his own. He was just marking space, bro. There was nobody in there but him, Simicas and Reed. So it was like, could he have done more? Like, if you watch it back, bro, Van Dijk weren't marking anybody. He was just marking space.
No, but Bobby literally put his testicles on Simicas's neck. Like that's not on.
No, I'm not saying it is Virgil's fault. I'm just saying whenever a situation like that happens, you do wonder where's your centre back. But yeah, I'm not saying he's got any blame for it or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think he takes any blame for that one. For me, Virgil's 8.5.
I'll go 8 for Virgil. I'll go 8.
With Jimenez pretty well throughout the game as well. I thought he led by example. Simicas.
It's such a shame that he did actually get beaten at the back post like that, because I thought he was on for a good 8.5 today. Brilliant performance from him. Like brilliant. Like, I thought his crossing was good. His delivery from the corners was good. He was getting up and down. He was defending really, really well. And then just the fact he got beat at the back post is so unfortunate. I'm going to have to drop him down to a 7.5 because of how critical that third goal could have been. And I do think that was poor. Yeah, because I think he was almost directly responsible for that goal going in with that poor defending at the back post.
I'd argue, bro, without that goal going in, he's on a 9. So I'd put him down to an 8.
Well, I would have gone 8.5, so I was putting him down to a 7.5. So I won't argue with you. I don't like, he was good. He was really, really good today, but that was like a critical moment in the game, innit? So
I'd arguably say, I mean, he was our best defender today, in my opinion.
Probably, yeah. Probably. But that's including attacking play.
But everything defensively, I don't think he got done once defensively. Apart from the goal, sorry. Apart from the goal.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with you, but I'll go 7.5 based on him being involved in that goal. But if you want to give him an 8 for that averaging it out, then I'm not angry at it because he was really good today.
He got an assist. Didn't he get an assist as well?
Yeah, but that's what I said. That's why I was going to give him an 8.5.
I think that's
in 8.5 and a 9 ain't much difference in it.
Where's Simi? I can't even find him now. Where's he hiding? There we go. McAllister.
I'm gonna give McAllister a 7.5. I thought McAllister was good today. I think he did a lot of reading of the play well compared to what I'm used to seeing from him. He showed a good turn of pace 1 or 2 times to actually get back in and read the, like, you know, make sure that the runner didn't get past him. Doing so. Oh, what the fuck am I talking about? Sorry, I forgot McAllister scored for a half a second there.
Worldy, bro. How can you forget?
Yeah, sorry.
Probably goal of the season, bro.
Yeah, sorry. 8.5. Sorry, I forgot he got the goal. He's getting a whole bump up for that. But that just shows how well he was playing in the game generally, because I was thinking more of his actual play. I forgot about the goal. I just thought he played really well today. I thought that was a much better performance defensively from McAllister than we're used to. And we all know he's got good passing as well. But how did I forget the worldie? Sorry. And I'm sorry, McAllister. My bad, big man. 8.5 for McAllister today.
All right. So I think, including the goal, I think a 7.5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the reason I say that is because up until he's literally after he scored that goal, I think he started to struggle in the game a little bit. Up until that moment, he was excellent. But after he scored the goal, I think he started to struggle a little bit.
Fair enough.
Personally. So for me, it's a 7.5 with the goal. Just my humble opinions. What did you give him, Drift?
8.5.
So in me, it is an 8 then for McAllister.
I'd just like to ask people, because I know, like, obviously most people probably do have the City thingy game on. Haaland, yeah? I know obviously he's like lethal in that, but if anyone just saw that miss, I'm pointing out that miss to show you even the world-class strikers miss chances where you go, how the fuck did he miss that? Just want to put that in the atmosphere, because people seem to act like strikers don't miss chances. But yeah, anyway.
Say that, Drift. You're taking stuff out of context again, bro.
Nope, not at all. If you see how easy the chances Haaland just missed, bro, there's no context to it. World-class strikers can miss easy chances.
No, they can, but it's the regularity and the frequency of them missing chances, Drift. That's the issue.
All strikers miss chances. I'm just putting it out
It's
there.
the regularity and frequency drift. It's not that like everyone
The
knows
regularity and
that you can't-
frequency is exaggerated with a certain person, but
It's
anyway, I
not.
don't want to get
It's
into all that.
downplayed by you. It's exaggerated by
Nah.
some, but it's downplayed by you.
Anyway,
Um,
McAllister, bad boy.
8. Szoboszlai.
I'd also just like to say to the people saying, because everyone just wants to jump on the thing, Haaland's actually top of the most big missed chances as well, by the way. So if people want to add the context, that's also in there. But all right, we'll move. What player are we on now? Sorry?
Again, because I have to bring balance here.
No, bro. He's at the top of the biggest missed chances list in the Premier League. So people want to say, oh, that's just one miss. No, it isn't. He's actually top of the big chances missed list. So
if you look at big chances compared to minutes played, then Nunez is top. Nunez has played far less minutes than Ollie Watkins and Haaland, who are both above him with missed chances. He's also played less minutes. So minutes to big chances missed, Nunez is top.
Okay. I didn't even mention Nunez, but fair enough.
You didn't mention Ollie Watkins, but again, I brought in context.
Anyway.
You have to be fair when you're having these debates, bro.
No, I'm just pointing out people need to just stop being one-sided. That's all I'm doing.
Nunez by bringing down Haaland.
I never mentioned Nunez, bro. When did I mention Nunez?
Bro, you said, come on, Drift. We know.
But I never mentioned Nunez at all, bro. I did not bring Nunez into this at all.
You know what you said, bro. Like you said,
bro. I didn't bring Nunez into this one bit, bro. Okay. No, I did. No. I just said people act like world-class strikers can't miss chances.
It's a Sunday, Drift. Let's not lie on a Sunday. Were you thinking and speaking about Nunez in
no, bro. No, not at all. I was talking about people saying that when you miss chances, it means that you're not good. And I'm saying world-class strikers miss chances. I've been trying to tell people this for time. Stop acting like all strikers don't miss chances. And Haaland just missed a very easy chance. So it's in the moment of raw. Look at that. There you go. A world-class striker missing a very easy, like basically an open goal. That's it. I didn't talk about anyone. So let's move on.
Let's. Politician Drifty in the building still.
No. I just never mentioned Nunez once.
Szoboszlai.
I'm kind of struggling to give Szoboszlai a 5, but I'm going to. I thought he was poor today. I think he was probably our worst midfielder.
So why don't you want to give him a 4 then?
Because his effort and endeavour was really, really good. It was just the giving the ball away with passing and not making much kind of impact on the game that was annoying me. But his effort and his.
But you mentioned the word poor, bro. If you think he's poor, you should say he's just poor, bro. Like we should.
No, because I'm not going to ignore his endeavor and his effort and his drive to get back and help and do those stuff. Those things don't go unnoticed with me. So I'm not going to act like he's not doing that part. But I'm just annoyed with his offensive part of the game. So I'm going to give him a 5.
I go 5. Again, I don't think anyone was poor. I think he was the worst player for us today, though. Like he wasn't good today.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kelleher was, but I can understand why you might have said.
Okay, well, outfield.
I mean, why you might have said Sobo.
Because I look at Szoboszlai, and today I actually don't think was fully on tactics. Today was him mainly, but tactics aren't helping him in his overall season. Today he weren't good. Palhinha kind of locked him up from kind of early, if I'm going to be honest. Like he picked up some good spaces early in the game and got some shots off, but even the shots were straight down the keeper, like straight at the keeper. Yeah,
there was a time when he like normal Sobo just licks off the thing and it goes top corner, but for some reason he ain't even got power in his shots at the moment.
Yeah. So yeah, 5 for Szoboszlai. Gravenberch.
I'll go 6.5 for Gravenberch. I don't think he was brilliant, but I thought he was doing really well to at least keep possession and do a couple of really good progressive runs and like bring the ball from defense to attack kind of thing. So he wasn't blistering or anything like that. But I do think his progressive running with the ball is very, very helpful in our team. Very helpful. He just faded out of the game a bit. I think the first like half an hour he was wicked, but then he did fade a bit out of the game. But yeah, I'm going to settle on a 6.5 for Grav.
I'll be honest, it was a 5.5 for me for Grav. I thought he was slightly better than Szoboszlai. I do think he had some good moments where he drove with the ball and made some good passes, but defensively, our midfield wasn't it today. And I'll be honest with you, and I said this in the preview, and I've said this quite a lot. Gravenberch is, if for me, head and shoulders above Curtis Jones as a footballer, but in our system, as a balance for us, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai can't play together unless you have an out-and-out six in there.
I don't know. I think they can. Remember, they're still learning to play with each other as well. I think a lot of times, because we want success and we're so hyped up for the season, we forget these men ain't played together before Liverpool, and they're all still new. And do you know what I mean? It does take a long time to get those relationships and stuff to perfectly know what's what and where's where. And we're asking a lot of this midfield, and I think they've outstandingly outperformed themselves as an overall how well we're doing this season for a midfield who's never played together before and it's all brand new. Like we do forget that, I think, but
they're too offensively minded though. There's no, hence why Fulham were able to get us on the transition. We have no one defensively with the defensive nous in there. We just don't. And I think it showed today a few times. Salah.
Salah's a tricky one because there were so many times he was annoying me, but he was involved in nearly all the goals, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to, apart from the McAllister goal, I think he was in, like, was it him that won the free kick? I think, right, for Trent's goal.
Might have been.
I think he was the one fouled. He definitely set up Endo's goal, and was it him who crossed the ball to Nunez when Nunez flicked it for the third goal? No, it can't have been because it was him that set it up. No, the fourth goal, sir. Was it Salah that? Who was the one who crossed the ball for Nunez to do the flick in the fourth goal?
I'm not sure. I don't think it was a flick that went to Trent, though. I think it was a ricochet or someone passed it to him. I don't think it was a header down, from what I can remember.
No, he like headed it back into goal, and then I think the keeper saved it, and then somebody tried to clear it, and then it dropped to Trent, I think. Or no, it was Gakpo. It was Gakpo that did that, weren't it? Yeah, it was Gakpo.
Salah was a 6 today for me. I think some of his decision making weren't great. It felt as though the team was playing to try and get him his 200th goal, and obviously he was playing into that. Also,
yeah, you could tell, because there was a moment when he should have passed, when he should have crossed to Diaz for an easy tap in, and he went for goal. That was proper greedy.
Also missed a very easy chance, in my opinion, when the ball came to him side to the goal.
Oh, yeah. That was actually probably arguably the easiest chance we actually had, because all our goals were worldies. So that was one of the easier chances we had today.
I don't know if that was the easiest chance. He should have scored. I don't know if it was the easiest chance, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think the keeper was still down after making a save, if I'm not mistaken, and the ball bounced to him, and then he just guided it. I'll go 6 for Salah today.
Nunez.
I'll go 6 again, same as Salah. I think they pretty much had about the same kind of impact on the game. Again, there was a left-footed chance that was a relatively simple chance in terms of he should have made the contact with it. That I was really disappointed with. But overall, I think he was involved in 1 or 2 of the goals in terms of like getting the flick-ons and stuff like that. But I'll say him and Salah were pretty much about the same today. So I'll go over 6 for Nunez as well.
I'd go over 5 for Nunez today. So we'll meet in the middle on that one. Diaz.
5.5, maybe slightly less involved in the game than Salah and Nunez. Not by much, maybe just. And there was 1 or 2 chances where he was a little bit greedy himself as well. Did like really tame shots when he probably should have passed, maybe. Had better options to pass. Yeah. He's just not taking on his man. He's not being himself at the moment. I don't know what's happening with Diaz, but he's not really taking players on or just doing what he's naturally good at. So I'm not quite sure what's happening with Diaz at the moment.
I'd have gone 5 for Diaz as well. I think Mo was easily our best attacker and wasn't even great today. I think Diaz and Nunez were pretty much on the same.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, like I said, it was obvious that Mo was trying to get that goal. I wish he'd have just been a little bit more.
I'll be honest, Mo should have had a couple of assists though.
I can't remember who else missed one of the chances.
Nunez missed 2. Nunez missed the one where he hit the crossbar, and then he missed the other one where Mo crossed it in, and I think he went with his left foot and just got it all wrong.
Oh no, he headed it to him. Yeah, he headed it to him. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, if those assists do go in, then obviously that would have boosted up Salah. I know it's not fair if someone misses a chance, but it was probably a bit more Salah's overall play today. But yeah, maybe he was slightly on the reflection, maybe slightly the better attacker. But again, yeah, the attack was probably the weakest point in terms of like they were just a bit frustrating all round today. I do think the midfield on a whole played better than the attack did.
Substitutions. Endo.
In terms of a substitute performance, I'm giving Endo a 10. I thought he was wicked defensively, and that goal is just sensational. As cameos go, that was brilliant.
I completely agree. I think he should be a starter in this midfield, personally. I know he's not great. I think everyone agrees, and those that think he's great, but I think he should be starting in this midfield. He brings a lot more balance. Gomez. Drift. Drift, you there? All right, Gomez. I'm going to go a 7.5 for Gomez. I thought he was very good when he came on. Did some really good things. Again, just he looks as though for me to be a right back now. Could even be an argument for an 8 for Gomez. Do you know what? We got the win. F it, I'm going to go 8 for Gomez. I'm going to go 8 for Joey G. Kanate, I'm going to go 7. I think Kanate was very good. I think he should have done better for the third goal. I think him and Tsimikas were at fault for that. I don't think Kearney should have got in front of Ibu the way he did. I think Ibu should have been able to outmuscle him and then stop the cross if he needed to. So 7 for me for Ibu. Gakpo. Gakpo I thought was good when he came on as well. I do think he was good. I'd probably go 7.5 for Cody Gakpo. I thought he was good. He looked really good in the 10. Again, I think that could be a position he makes his own. Oh, a couple of you saying a 9 for Gakpo. I think 9's high. I could push for an 8. I don't know about a 9. I'll push for an 8, guys, if you convince me. Let me know in the comments why you think an 8. I don't think a 9. 9's high for me, in my opinion. All right, let me hear out some of the supers while you guys get your debating caps on. Silver Spring says it seems like we rate Endo more than Klopp. Laugh my arse off. Yeah, it's a very weird one for me, especially when McAllister got brought off. I mean, for me, that you bring Endo straight on if that's the case. Techo says it's Trent's world and we're just living in it. Facts. Boy's got the world at his feet, man. Dave R says, I think the hype may have gotten to Szoboszlai's head. It's hard to say. I don't think so. I just think tactics really aren't helping him. Teke said Sobo still running off that shot from the break. Yeah, look, he didn't have a good game today. I think it's early, or I don't think I've seen any evidence to suggest that he's caught up in his own hype or anything like that. Jeannie says Trent's new nickname is Weapon X. I don't care where he plays on the pitch, just get him on the pitch and near the ball. Also, Drift, I love Darwin. I just want him to improve his finishing. Was almost another Luton result due to finishing. I'm not going to speak on Nunez anymore because it's just going to turn into just splitting the fan base, and I can't do it anymore. Everyone knows my opinion on Nunez. I think he could be he could end up being the world's best striker, or a striker we go, that's another Timo Werner. Giconio says Trent, Grab, Sobo will be elevated by CDM. Facts. Again, just look at the difference when Endo came on today. It was so different. Such a different team. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, and you missed a name there, Giconio. McAllister, for me, would be the one who benefits the most with a DM playing or a DM coming in. McAllister would. The others are thriving to an extent. Still not at their optimum, but they're thriving to an extent. McAllister's the one who's being held back. Like, I mean, we just need to either play Endo or get a DM that Klopp trusts from the start in big games. John says, big up my brothers. A Trent with Predators is a light-skinned Stevie. Big up my brethren, Andre. We're in a group chat, and when he scored the goal, he started screaming Gerrard. If you remember, guys, on Thursday when we were doing the watch-along, what did I say when I saw him in the midfield? I said, this feels like 2005-06 again. Feels like Gerrard. So Boz looks tired, just a dip in form. No need to start calling him rubbish. He's not rubbish. I actually said on the preview as well, I mean, if anyone should come into the midfield for someone else, I wouldn't mind seeing Gravenberch for Szoboszlai. And a couple of you guys looked at me sideways because his name's Szoboszlai and because he cost a certain amount. Again, guys, when it comes to the cost of a player or their name value, it doesn't really ring with me. Like, for me, you get in a team based on merit, not just the talent ability. It's merit and your performances. So that's it for me on that. I think Szoboszlai is he's our best midfielder in my opinion, but he's not playing like it at the moment. John, oh no, sorry, I read that one. Big up yourself, John. Gerrard, just as we speak about Trent and Gerrard. Ayakal, I want to apologize for my chats last time. I let my emotions get the best of me. I disagree with you sometimes, but you always keep it real. Gerrard, bro, no need to apologize, bro. That's water under the bridge. Enough love to you. Yeah, bruv, emotions happen, bruv. Sometimes you didn't even need to apologize. I appreciate the apology. Didn't need to apologize. And again, for me, back to you. If I offended you with any of my rebuttals or anything, that wasn't my intention. It was just to try and argue my points. But again, I hold my hands up, man to man. If I offended you, if you felt I came across as rude or condescending or anything like that, hands up. I apologize to you as well, Gerard. So big up yourself, and I hope you accept my apology. And I accept your apology, but honestly, you didn't have to apologize, bro. So big up yourself. Rating for Klopp, guys. What's your guys' rating for Jurgen Klopp today? I'm interested to see this. I'm gonna go a 7 for Klopp, and the reason I go 7 is because I think we started the game really well, got the goal from Trent's free kick, but then we lost our way. We went 3-2 down. Then he made the changes to 4-2-3-1, and then we won the game. So I think it was a combination of his tactics and individual brilliance today. But I can't forget why we were on that trajectory in the first place. And I think we were down on that trajectory because Marco Silva was out thinking and out tacticianing Jurgen Klopp. And I don't think that was good. So for me, I go 7 for Jurgen today. Let me know what you guys think. Seeing a couple of stuff about Matip saying his injury is not going to be short term. Again, when I saw him holding the back of his knee, the side of his knee, I did think the worst. When I see a player do that, I do worry because I've seen other players go through that. I've been through that myself. It's never usually short, and you have to be so careful with the knee as well because it's such a delicate part of the body. It's the biggest weight bearing part on your body, and just connects everything in the leg. So yeah, I worry about Matip. I hope to God that Matip's not out for too long. Pete, if I missed your super chat, bro, could you just send it again without it being a super chat and I'll get that read out? Just to be open with you guys, like, the system's been a bit mad with super chats recently, so let me know if you sent a super chat and I didn't read it, just send it to me again, please, guys, and I'll get that read out. For you guys who didn't send a super chat and are trying to be cheeky, though, don't do that either because you're not being fair on the ones that did send a super. Chucky says, our midfielders scoring bangers feel surreal. Trust me, man. Trust me. It feels like it's a long, long time since that happened, man. A long, long time. Such a long time. Uncle, that hurts. Yeah, I'm sure Haaland did miss another chance. Again, I don't know why we're comparing this to Nunez. I know some of you absolutely love Nunez. I have no issue with it, but as a content creator, I'm going to try and be as fair as possible and, you know, just try and call things as equally as possible, apart from when I'm having my shameless moments. A lot of you are comparing Haaland to Nunez. It's comparing apples and oranges. Nunez, for me, adds way more to the game in terms of his overall ability to get involved from a defensive standpoint. The fact that he's able to stretch defenses with his movement, with his endeavor, with his work rate. But Haaland is, in my opinion, a way better finisher. He's got better footballing IQ. And he's a killer in front of goal. So I don't know why we keep comparing the two. Like, I don't get it. It's kind of frustrating for me because like it's the equivalent of someone comparing Lampard to Gerrard for me. Like, Lampard was very good, but he's no Steven Gerrard, and I think you guys would all agree in that in the comments. But the same argument you won't use for Nunez. Like, I think we can all sit here and say Haaland is a world-class striker. I don't think anyone can sit here and say Nunez is a world-class striker. So again, just my humble opinion. Again, with all due respect to the guys who love Nunez, I don't want to get into a debate with you guys because I don't feel as though we're going to come to any sort of common ground. It's just going to be you guys getting frustrated with what I say and then me going, okay, fair enough, because I feel as though some of you are just blinded by the love you have for Nunez, that no matter what he does, you're always going to see the positive in it. Whereas I try and see both sides of it, like I just explained there. If you're looking for someone to occupy a defense and do certain things, then Nunez is your guy. If you're looking for someone who is a killer in front of goal and has great footballing IQ, then Haaland's your guy. So it's apples and oranges. They both may start in the number 9 position, but the one is way ahead of the other as an actual striker. Musa says, big up Sky Sports for televising the worst game out of 4 and Trent in midfield with Predators. Of course he's going to cook. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the TV stuff. I really don't. Shout out to Connor the Red. Yeah, I mean, over the last couple of weeks, I've been told I've got a Trent agenda. I've been told I've got a Klopp agenda. I've been told I've got a Nunez agenda. If I've got agendas for so many players, doesn't that mean I've got the same energy for all players? And if I've got that same energy for all players, doesn't that mean I hold Liverpool in the highest regard? Yeah, I find it a bit weird. You guys know my thoughts. I say it every single stream. I love Liverpool more than I love any single player. And it will always be like that until God takes my life. So it is what it is. Star Dazin says, Haaland having Nunez type misses from last, but nobody talks about it. KDB carries him. He gets like a million chances, so his misses going to the radar. Kevin De Bruyne has barely been playing this season, Star Dazin, bro, and Haaland is top of the scoring charts. He's barely been playing, bro, so we can't sit here and say that KDB is carrying him. This is what I'm saying. I can't agree with these statements. Just even though I'm a Liverpool fan, I can't sit here and say that's a right statement, because if KDB hasn't been playing, then how is Haaland getting these sort of goals? And if your opening line was Haaland having Nunez type misses from last season, I got told Nunez was missing those chances, but it's not a big thing. So why is it a big thing with Haaland now? I mean, I kind of I don't get it, man. Natalie says, Cal, you're not fair in your analysis. You do have an agenda against Nunez along with your drifty agenda. I mean, okay, Natalie, if you'd like to go into some more details as to why you think that, I'd be more than open to hearing it. If I had an agenda against drifty, like, I wouldn't be doing this show. Like, so, I mean, just because I question drifty, I mean, I question Matt. I mean, again, Natalie, if you can elaborate a bit more as to what agenda I have against drifty. I mean, Drifty knows me very well as a human being outside of the cameras. If I didn't like Drifty, believe you, I'm not a good actor. I wouldn't be doing the show. So yeah, Natalie, if you're trying to start a bit of trouble between me and Drifty, I don't know if it's going to happen, you know. I mean, if that's the case, Drifty has an agenda against me as well, right? Because we disagree on a lot, you say. So, I mean, me and Matt disagree on a lot. And me and Matt always laugh and joke about it. Me and Drifty always laugh and joke about it. So, yeah, I don't know. Big up yourself, though. See, this is where I disagree. So, Tony, when you say Nunez is S, I disagree with that. I genuinely don't think he's crap. I just don't think he's this world-class striker that a lot of us think he is. But he's not crap. And the reason why I say he's not crap is because I couldn't name you... Like, for me, if a player's crap, I could name 10, 15 players who I'd want in the position ahead of him. I can't do that. Maybe I can name 5, but then it goes to a question of how attainable are those players as well. He's not crap. He's just not world-class. And for me, he's not improved on the main thing that was holding him back last season, which is his finishing. But I don't think he's crap. You can't say he's S and then go whack as F. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that, Tony. I'm not trying to change your opinion on him. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just saying, for me, I don't think he's world class, but I also don't think he's crap. I think he falls somewhere in the middle. How high or how low in the middle is it depends on each person's and their thought process. But he's not crap. Like, would I take Osimhen over him? Yes. Do I think Jota's a better striker than Nunez? Yes. But he's not crap. He's not crap. He's just not world class. He's not world class. And I think we have to acknowledge that as a fan base, that he's not world class. Couple of you saying, talk about Ivan Toney. Again, I put my hands up. I wasn't on board with Liverpool getting Ivan Toney until last season. So even then, we wouldn't have spent that sort of money on him. And even if we had signed Ivan Toney, he would have got the ban and all that stuff. So, like, it is kind of what it is. Ivan Toney, when he comes back from the ban, I hope he's put all of his personal issues aside and he's good. But I don't think we'll ever get Ivan Toney. Do I think he's better than Nunez? As an overall striker, yes, I do. But I think Nunez has a higher ceiling due to age and what he's got to his game. Isak is better than Nunez. Again, I don't hide it. I said when we signed Nunez, I'd have preferred us to sign Isak, but Isak's injuries can be a bit of an issue as well. Shout out to my brother here, Jamie Phillips Football Chats. If you haven't already, smash that like button and make sure you go and subscribe to Jamie's channel as well. Cal, do we need to have a convo about Diaz yet? I'm willing and able to have the conversation, Jay, but first and foremost, I need to know that Chris Angel's not in the chat because I don't need that smoke. I don't. But yeah, we can have that chat about Diaz, bro. We'll do that now, actually. Shout out to Kojo in the building as well. Looking forward to seeing you soon as well, Kojo, bro. No, Kojo. If you lot say what you say about Nunez, if you saw me as a centre forward, you'd say a lot worse. I'd actually fear for the livelihood of my family and friends if you saw me as a striker. I have never been a striker, nor will I ever be a striker. Believe me, I'm not better than Nunez as a striker. Luis Diaz, Jay. Don't think he was good today. I think the thing with Luis Diaz, he's extremely inconsistent. You're either going to get 8s, 9s, and 10s from Luis Diaz, or you're going to get 4s and 5s. I don't know what it is with Diaz. I don't know if it's a tactics thing because he likes playing wide, and I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. And I know it sounds like a bit of a cop-out, but you're right. We do need to have a conversation about Diaz because he's very hot and cold. And I think some of it is he's Mane's replacement and he's never going to be able to fulfill those boots, but he's not playing great either. So he deserves a criticism. As things stand, we may have to bring in someone who is ahead of Diaz in the pecking order. I wouldn't like to see Diaz sold, but I do think we can improve and upgrade on him. And I think the players we can get are attainable. For example, a Crava, a Leao. I do think we could upgrade on Diaz, but I don't think he's crap, and I wouldn't want him sold. Will, as a content creator, you are very, very critical of the Endo signing. Surprise. You're all about Endo now. Will be good if you are consistent. Your claim to be neutral is not balanced. Okay, so I'll put my hands up to this. If anyone in the chat was over the moon when we signed Endo, throw a 1 in the chat. And I'm asking you to be honest here. If anyone knew of Endo and was over the moon when we signed Endo, throw up a 1 in the chat. So, Will, I don't think you're going to see many ones here. Second of all, I'm not sitting there saying Endo is sick. I'm saying he brings the most balance to our midfield. In the same way, I'm saying if McAllister plays as a 6, Jones brings the most balance. But Jones isn't a better footballer than Gravenberch. So again, Will, I don't think you're really listening to what I'm saying. And if I'm not being neutral, yeah, sometimes I'm not balanced. I'm a human being. I get it wrong sometimes. So again, if you can, Will, tell me if you were over the moon with Endo. And again, Will, I've barely seen you in the chat ever speak about Endo. So if you're just looking for a bit of free clout and stuff, I mean, let me know, bro. So yeah, it's just a bit weird. Again, if you listen to what I say, you'll know. Like, I want him there because he brings balance, not because he's a better footballer. Like, I made it very clear who I wanted in the summer. So yeah, I don't know, man. Some of you really got to be in your bonnet about me, and you talk about me vibing. There's another one. I want to speak to you. Cal, you are separating the Kop-Ish family. How could you be thinking negatively of Drifty, then ask him to be honest on a Sunday? Change your combative attitude towards Drift. I mean, I know Drifty's family, you know, he's very happily in a relationship with his missus. His family is beautiful. I don't think he needs you fighting his battles, you know. Believe me, Drifty's well enough to fight his own battles. And the Sunday one was a joke between me and Drift. But again, vibing. You're not really lifting up to your name. We should maybe change the V and the I to VIB to CRY, because that's what you're doing in the chat right now. But again, if you love Drifty more than everyone else, that's on you, man. I'm a Drifty fan. I'm a Matt fan, hence why I'm on the channel. So big up to you, man. Tony, yeah, Tron, big up yourself. Yeah, Ash, you're right. I hate Drift. I know you're not even saying that to be serious, Ash. I just thought it's funny as well. I apparently hate Drifty now. Imagine. Imagine. Sawtooth Red says, drawing this game for Klopp would have put a lot of pressure on him, and good we got through it. I agree with that. And I'm happy we're not having that Klopp conversation today because of the win. But I do think we do need to have a conversation about tactics. I do. I genuinely do, because today was masked by a win. But tactics weren't great today. Big up 96 views. Ain't seen you in a while, bro. I hope you're well. Speak on McAllister. He's not the answer. I disagree and agree. He's not the answer as a number 6, but he absolutely is the answer to what we need from a midfielder in our team and squad. And again, I'll make no lies about it. When we signed McAllister, I did think there were other players we could have got who were either as good or better. But as of things right now, I love Alexis McAllister, and I'm over the moon that we got him. But I don't want to see him in a 6. I want to see him in midfield as a midfielder who's not having to think defensive first. So yeah, man, I don't know, but yeah, that's it, man. I'm look, over the moon with the win, over the moon with the 3 points. I'm hoping Spurs can do the business today, but I'm not sure if they will or not. I actually don't know the score at the moment, guys. You've been keeping us up to date with Haaland misses and Son scoring, so I don't actually know what the score is. I've seen a couple of you saying Doku is cooking as well. Yeah, I'm happy, people. The stuff today, like the Nunez stuff, the McAllister stuff, and the Szoboszlai stuff, we'll chop that up more on Monday. I think that would be the better way to do it. I think today, oh wow, it's 2-1 City. I wish you guys didn't give me the update now. I was living in a happy place that City were dropping points. I never saw Tottenham winning this game though. Without Kane, Tottenham ain't beating Spurs. But no, people, I want to say much love to you all. Thank you all for joining. Big up to Glasgow Red TV. Big up yourself, John. Big up Nilante as well. Next time you're on a call in, I'll make sure you aren't last, bro. Big up Jamie. I did see your comments, bro, but we're going to wrap up now. So next time we'll get you on, brother. And yeah, we need you on Kopish as well, bro. It's been a while. Musa says, we're lucky Bradley just got fit. We'll need Gomez as centre-back cover during this busy period. We have to be active in the January market. Let's keep this good form going. Completely agree, Musa. Completely agree. Absolutely have to add. Absolutely. Jamrock. Cal Darwin's Nunez goal conversion is 10% and Haaland's is 27%. With all due respect, I think that kind of puts to bed the debate, respectfully. Since we're all stats people, I mean, I think that puts to bed the debate. Shout out to Pops, aka Pimping the Stress. Big up you and the family, bro. Says Cal, how surprised would you be to find out Will Banjo is my burner account? Shake my head. I'd be extremely surprised. Tron, here's a question not just for me, for everyone actually. Cal, who's your number one signing in January? Tron, you're gonna call me Sparrow in the chat. It changes. It's changed today because of the Matip situation. But what I will remain consistent on is I think we need 2 signings in January. I think we need a DM and I think we need a centre-back. So out of the two, I'm going to go a DM. And the reason I say DM is because Gomez and Bradley can cover right back. Kwanzaa, Virgil, Konate, and Gomez can cover centre back at a stretch, and then Trent also can still cover right back. For me, I'm gonna go DM. I think a DM solves so many issues for us. So for me, in order, I'd go DM, centre back. Depending on how Conor Bradley develops, right back. And then, no, so all right, I'll do it in order. Sorry, not being clear. Defensive midfield, top of my list. Centre back, second. A winger, a right winger to be specific, who can play left wing, third. And then a right back, fourth. So that is it for me. But people, let me hit up these supers and then say au revoir. Star Dazen says Haaland having, oh no, read that one. Star says, I know KDB ain't playing, but come on, Cal. I'm saying he's carried him last season. Again, bro, I disagree. Star Dazen, we always agree on stuff, so this feels weird for me. Bro, I completely disagree. Like, he scored, was it 50-odd goals last season, if I'm not mistaken? I don't think anyone carries you when you score 50-odd goals, personally. Like, KDB obviously helped, just like KDB would help Salah. But 50-odd goals, I don't think you can say he was, like, being carried. I think he was doing a lot of the carrying, bro. Lorenzo says, I think our fixation on players playing multiple positions might decrease their and our performances weekly, mid and attack especially. Agree. I think you need some specialists in the team and not just jack of all trades. Sometimes you need a master as well. So, yeah. But people, look, I'm going to let you get on with the rest of your Sunday. I'm going to let you guys watch the game. I got to do some family stuff as well. So I appreciate you all. Drifty appreciates you all. Matt appreciates you all. Whether you agree with us, disagree with us, we love you all. Just please don't go around spreading false stuff like me and Drifty have an agenda against each other, or I have an agenda against Drifty, or me, Matt, and Drift don't like each other. We're not fake people, guys. If we didn't like each other, we wouldn't be doing this show. If we didn't like each other, we would never work together. And if we didn't like each other, you'd know, because neither of us are too great at hiding our feelings when it comes to that stuff, because we're not fake people. So agree with us, disagree with us, just don't spread lies about us, please, people. But the love is still there. The appreciation is still there. Please do smash that like button on the way out, guys. Thank you all for watching and listening. Until we see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed. Wait, get your viewers reviewing, guys. Viewers reviews, make sure you send them in. How are we filming that, guys? Landscape 1 minute 30 if you can. Send those into teamkopish@gmail.com. That's teamkopish@gmail.com. Till we see you tomorrow night, stay safe, stay blessed. With Kopish and Route people. 3 points on the board. Let's go.
Thank you.